Tonight's broadcast is made possible by Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Ironworkers Local 395, proud to be union. Four Seasons Mechanical, quality and comfort is our guarantee. Boilermakers Local 374, earn while you learn. Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Visit Michigan City LaPorte, closer than you think, better than you imagine. IBEW Local 697, proud to support high school sports. Bricklayers Local 4, the best hands in the business. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Blythe's Team Sports, where the athlete shops. And Hampton Inn, downtown Indianapolis. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Baseball Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network. We come to you tonight from Crown Point High School as the Region Sports Network presents live coverage of Indiana high school baseball as the Hanover Central Wildcats take on the Crown Point Bulldogs. I'm Cam Later, and I'll the play-by-play for tonight's action. Good evening, everybody. Really fun matchup on tap between two quality teams, a pair of teams that are actually 8-2 in their respective conferences. They both find themselves in second place in their respective conferences. For Hanover Central, that's the Northwoods Crossroads, and for Crown Point, the Duneland Athletic Conference. However, in non-conference play, they have been two very different teams. Hanover Central is just 5-5 in non-conference games this season. Meanwhile, Crown Point has been a very impressive 8-1 on this 2026 season. Time now for the game night forecast, which is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast, it is 65 degrees right now, some light wind coming in from the outfield, but it should be blowing out by first pitch with gusts up to 12 miles per hour. We're going to be sitting in the 60s throughout the course of this game, right up until what we expect would be the 6th or 7th inning, when the temperature will finally drop into the upper 50s. That is the game night forecast, brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. It's so nice to finally have some warm weather, or warmer weather, I should say, after feels the last couple of weeks we've had almost not a second winter, but definitely not springtime temperatures or summertime temperatures. We were here just a couple of nights ago for the conference, the series opener, I should say, between Crown Point and Chesterton. And we were sitting in the low 50s, but the feels-like temperature was in the 40s. So glad that we see a 6 in front of any degree number so far. And sooner rather than later, we'll be seeing some 70 degrees and higher. Obviously, this is a big non-conference game. Gets each team closer and closer to getting ready for the state playoff and the state title runs. Crown Point will be hosting their own sectional. Meanwhile, Hanover Central, this is a team that will be going to Lowell's sectional in a couple weeks' time in Class 3A. They'll be heading to, more specifically, they're going to be heading to Sectional 18, which is hosted by Lowell. They're scheduled to take on Ileana Christian in the opening game of that sectional. We'll take our first break of the day. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and tonight's starting pitchers. That's all coming up next. Right after this, you're watching Baseball Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse Technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Have you heard? Strack & Van Til was voted Best of the Region in 2025 in several categories, including Best Caterer, Deli, Flower Shop, Food and Grocery Delivery, Fried Chicken, Place to Buy Produce, Place to Buy Seafood, Loyalty Program, and Grocery Store. We're proud to be recognized by our community, and we're committed to continuing to deliver the variety, value, and convenience you deserve. See for yourself what it means to be the best when you shop at Strack & Van Til.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
It's time now for tonight's batting orders, which are powered by Great Lakes Sports Hub, where athletes train harder, recover smarter, and compete at their best. Elevate your game at the Hub. We start now with the home side tonight. That is Crown Point. The Bulldogs 16-3 overall, 8-2 out of the Duneland Conference. They are in second place in the DAC, and here's how they will line up tonight. Nathan Sheets, the second baseman, will lead things off. Kaden Matusek is the shortstop. He'll bat second. Sean Dunlap in right field bats third. Connor Gaines will catch and will hit cleanup tonight. Andrew Long at third base will extend the lineup in the middle of the order. Carson Payne is the left fielder. He'll bat sixth. Lucas Grimes is the designated hitter. He'll hit for the pitcher. He bats seventh. Logan Johnston plays first base, batting eighth. And Brody Langens in center field rounds out the lineup, batting ninth. For Hanover Central, the Wildcats 13-7 overall. Like we mentioned, a rough non-conference slate for them. 8-2, though, however, in conference play this year. They find themselves second in the Northwest Crossroads. And here's how the Wildcats will line up tonight. Dylan Bowen is the shortstop. He'll lead things off. The starting pitcher tonight, which will give you his full bio in a moment, is Aiden Kriesbaum. He bats second. Paulie Hobbs in left field bats third. Dylan Twitty is the first baseman. He will clean things up. Jeffrey Resney in center field bats fifth. Ryan Garcia, the third baseman, bats sixth. Jackson Carudi is the catcher, batting seventh. Zach Alexander is the second baseman. He'll bat eighth. And then Gavin Hennison in right field will bat ninth. It's time to introduce the starting pitchers for today's game. That means we turn to the Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today. Presented by Enigenberg Exteriors. For Crown Point, they will turn to the right-hander Nomikos Zoronius. He is 1-1 with a 2.40 earned run average across 6 appearances this season. Zoronius, 6'2", 195-pound junior, will get the ball today in this non-conference tilt. While the Wildcats of Hanover Central will counter with, like I mentioned before, Aiden Kriesbaum, who is yet to record a decision. He's only tossed 2 innings of work in relief, allowing 1 unearned run with 1 strikeout. He is coming into this game with only 12 batters faced and a whip of 2.5. He is a senior infielder, pitcher, two-way guy. You'll see him bat second, though, in this one. Those are your Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today's game. Enigenberg Exteriors, a premier provider of roofing and siding services with over 40 years of experience. Check them out on the web at ebergexteriors.com. We'll take our final break of the pregame. When we come back, we'll have first pitch for you between Crown Point and Hanover Central. You're watching Baseball Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. as Crown Company's Lantern Man. I'm your insurance superhero.
Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back here to Crown Point High School for this Friday night non-conference game. A beautiful night for a ball game, like we mentioned. Mid-60 degrees, the sun is out, partly cloudy with those classic blue skies. Paint the backdrop for this one between 13-7 Hanover Central and 16-3 Crown Point. Like we mentioned off the top in the pregame show, the starting pitcher today for Crown Point is Nomikos Zeronius. The junior, like we mentioned, 1-1, a 2.40 earned run average. His last outing came in the team's last non-conference game against Noblesville, where he recorded his first career save. A 3 1/3 innings of shutout ball in relief. Again, it'll be Bowen, Kriesbaum, Hobbs off the top for Hanover Central. The Wildcats trying to pick up and get above 500 in non-conference play, while Crown Point, their 66% of their blemishes have come in conference play, so it's a golden opportunity to get back to and continue winning form after splitting a conference tilt earlier this week with Chesterton, dropping the game at home, winning on the road. Warm-up tosses have been completed, and we're all set to go for this one. Great night for a ball game. The little diamond district they have here on campus, busy tonight. The softball team hosting Penn, which is also available here on the Region Sports Network. Dylan Bowen steps in. The senior infielder playing shortstop today. Batting .429 on this season through 19 games. And that one misses outside, and that's how we get rolling at 6:03 local time. Zeronius, more of a pitch-to-contact type arm. Just 9 strikeouts through 11 2/3. Ball gets put in play a lot against him. He's allowed 13 hits thus far. Works out of the lineup. Center of the rubber. And the 1-1. Inside corner, strike 2 call. He took something off of it. Bowen asking for location there from the home plate umpire. And here comes a 1-2. Off the end of the bat, skied in a straightaway center. Langen's drifting back and then to his left to make the catch. And there's the first out of the ball game.
The pitcher, number 16, Aiden Kriesbaum.
Kriesbaum is batting for himself. The pitcher bats second. That's something that's slowly going away throughout just the sport of baseball. The pitchers being able to hit for themselves, even if they are a talented two-way player. as he takes a fastball inside corner for a strike. So many coaches, and it makes sense. You want to protect your pitcher on the days they are pitching. So oftentimes you'll see the DH for the pitcher as that breaking ball misses. I mean, for example, Zronis was starting in left field earlier this week in the conference series against Chester. He's being DH'd for tonight, just to show you just kind of how the high school game has evolved over the last couple of years. I mean, Ohtani can't even be a reference point anymore because now the Dodgers are slowly starting to have him not hit on the days that he's starting. Now the lineup here's a 1-2. That one bounced away, and the count evens out. Griezmann, 333 on the year, with an OPS of just a tad over 1,000, 1,021. Away to 2-2. And he loops that one foul into the Crown Point bullpen. He's got one home run. He leads the team in runs batted in this year with 24. One in front of the man who he protects in the lineup in Bowen, as that one's drilled out in a straightaway left field. Payne could only turn and watch it go. How about the pitcher helping himself out? Aiden Griezmann with a solo shot, his second homer of the year. And right out the gates, it's 1-0 Hanover Central.
The left fielder, number 30, Paulie Hobbs.
I see why they let him bat. As you saw right there, right off the bat, the left fielder and Carson Payne took a couple of steps back, and you saw the numbers towards home plate, which is a sight that a lot of pitchers don't like to see. There's a good curveball, drops in there for a strike. Hobbs is the hitter. He's the left fielder. Now here's this one, pieced into right center, and that falls for a base hit. Langens does a nice job tracking it down in the alleyway. It's a long single for Hobbs. So following the flyout, it's a home run and a single.
27, Dylan Twitty.
By the way, the home run for Griezmann is the 9th as a team this season for Hanover Central. And 47th extra base hit. Twitty plays first base today, batting .300 on the year. 18 for 60. Runner on first, expands his lead as a breaking ball misses. Hanover Central in the dark uniforms. Kind of that navy blue and blacks mixed in there with the powder blue numbers and letters across the front. And powder blue ball caps with a white brim. Crown Point in the all whites, the white ball caps, the red brim. Red numbers and letters across the front. They check him back in there safely as Hobbs prior to the 2-1. Good crowd on hand. A lot of fans still finding their way to their seats as the 2-1 is caught at shortstop by Matusek. He goes back across the diamond to double up Hobbs. Great play by the shortstop, Caden Matusek. And he helps out his pitcher and gets him out of an early jam. But Hanover Central strikes first off the solo home run from Griezmann. We've played half an inning. It's 1-0 our score on Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it. thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Need a winning formula? We have one. Region Sports is powered by Pulse Technology, the official toner provider of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Hanover Central, an early lead. Kevin Malader and our entire Region Sports Network crew on site with you here at Crown Point High School. Zach Miller on the ones and twos, 2 I's, 2 L's as always. And Paul Vela working the camera in front. Sheets, Matusek, Dunlap, Gaines, Long, Payne, Grimes, Johnston, Langens against Kreisbaum, who homered in the top of the first inning, appearing on the mound for just the second time this season. He's allowed 1 run. It was unearned as Nathan Sheets takes ball 1. Lifted into shallow right field. That is Hennessy drifting in. He collects with 2 hands for out number 1. This is a Bulldog pitching staff
The shortstop,
allowing a rare run in non-conference play. That was only the 4th home run a Crown Point pitcher has allowed this year. And they find themselves chasing early as Matusek steps in from the right side, playing shortstop today. Now the lineup, the pitch. Breaking ball clips the top of the zone for strike 1. The senior batting .392 on the year with a team high 5 doubles and 3 triples. Looking for a big base runner here, chasing 1, the 0-2. That one's golfed down the left field line. It's hooking in the corner, and it is a foul ball. Nearly stayed fair. If so, likely would have been extra bases. And so the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Now the windup Kreisbaum delivers. Tipped into the middle of the catcher for strike 3, and there's 2 down. So 2 quick outs here, and that'll be the dominant Sean Dunlap. .431 on the season. 29 RBI. He's hit 7 home runs. And with the way the wind is blowing the ball out of the ballpark right now, instead he'll line this one into center field, and a nice sliding catch made by Resney, the center fielder. Take it away, a base hit and possibly extra bases from Sean Dunlap. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Crown Point on offense. We've played 1. It's 1-0 for Hanover Central on baseball night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park on select Saturdays for the Crown Point Farmers Market beginning May 23. Purchase wares from 70-plus vendors from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 26. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/farmers market. Resny Garcia, the first two to come up here for Hanover Central, 5, 6, 7. Resny, who made that nice sliding catch in left center field on that sinking line drive from Sean Dunlap to end the bottom of the first. Our first left-handed hitter of the game takes strike one. Hitting .259 on the season is the Wildcat center fielder. In his junior year, also listed as a pitcher on the roster too. 15 hits on the year, including 6 extra base hits. Good speed as well. Curveball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Zeronius backdoors him for his first strikeout of the game.
The third baseman, number 5, Ryan Garcia.
It's the 10th K overall on the year for the junior righty for Crown Point, who entered this one in great form. Of his 6 appearances, he didn't allow a run in 4 of them. Giving up the solo shot in the top of the first, though. He'll face Ryan Garcia, and here comes the 0-1. He rolls this one over to first. Logan Chanston with no problem there, 2 away.
The catcher, number 2, Jackson Kaduri.
Mentioned in the bottom of the first inning, that was a rare home run allowed by Crown Point pitching. It's the 4th all season. In non-conference games where Crown Point has gone 8-1 overall, their pitching staff has limited their opponents to less than 3.5 runs per game in their 9 non-conference matches this season. There's a strike to the catcher Kadudi. And their offense in those games has been averaging just a tad under 10.5. So they're really averaging a +7 in run differential, which is usually a good sign that you are a team that's doing things right. Here comes the 1-1. That one's roped into the gap in left center and down for a base hit. This could be extra bases. It's cut off by Langens, who fires it back in quickly, and it's a long 2-out single. It's the 3rd into the ball game already for Hanover Central. And Zach Alexander, the second baseman, will step up. Alexander, a freshman, appearing in his 20th game this season as they check in on the runner. And not a bad start to his varsity career. 240 season as a freshman. You'll take that all day. Good defender, too, as he may have checked his swing. Didn't go. They throw it down to first. Safe there. They'll appeal and confirm no swing. It's ball 1. Hanover Central, some of their students have made the trip over here. And they are having some fun as the visitors in this ballpark today. Ball 2 on a fastball. 2 for 3 on stolen base attempts this year. That's a curveball that drops off the table and into the zone. 2-1. He's also been picked off one time as well, too. He expands his lead off first. Dances, they have him leaning, but he's back in there safely. Hanover Central is a team that's going to be very aggressive on the base paths, but it might not matter here. Sheets feels the one hopper and will go the short way to first to end the inning. Nothing comes of the 2-out single. After an inning and a half, it's still 1-0. This is Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4, ajobdoneright.com.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports, as we are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. 4-5-6 to start the Crown Point second, chasing a run. Connor Gaines fouls the first pitch back foul. Gaines getting the start behind the dish today. 404 on the season. 23 for 57. Takes that one downstairs. Evens out the count. Crown Point in their 1-0 loss to Chesterton, by the way, had just 4 hits. Gaines had 2 of them, and he'll add on another one this week here with a shot into the gap in right center. He'll take the turn for third, and he'll cruise in there with a leadoff triple. Oh, did he piece that ball? It's his 4th triple now on the season, the most of any Crown Point Bulldog hitter. He got a great jump out of that batter's box, too. And now with the tying run just 90 feet away, in steps the senior third baseman, Andrew Long. He has 12 RBI on the season and takes ball 1. Gaines had a double and a single in the loss to Chesterton on Tuesday, which was half of Crown Point's overall hits in that game. Curveball, strike 1. Griesbaum works out of the lineup in the pitch. That one backs up and nearly hit Long in the helmet. He was able to duck out of the way of it just in time. That's the 3rd hit that Griesbaum has allowed this season in his very short time of work on the bump. 2-1. Foul to the right. By the way, it's a good sign that Crown Point's finding their power here early. Limited to just 2 extra base hits during their 2-game series against Chesterton earlier this week. Long awaits the 2-2 and takes it outside. Borderline pitch for Andrew Long. He should be glad there's no ABS at the high school level. Side note, awesome addition to Major League Baseball. Here comes the 3-2. Long takes the breaking ball high for ball 4. So they have him on the corners. And Griesbaum will work out of the stretch for the first time in this one. As Carson Payne will come on up. Payne, a junior, hitting .295 on the season. He's driven in 7 so far. Golden opportunity. Gains on third, long on first. We'll see if he's running. He will on the first pitch, and it's fouled off. Long does have 4 stolen bases on the year, so not unusual to see him run in certain situations. He expands his lead off first. Long hold, and the 0-1. A breaking ball in the turf. A good job by Caduti to block it. Keeps the runners at their respective bases. They check, and he throws it away. And coming in to score easily is Connor Gaines, and we're tied. And E1 on the pickoff attempt. And man, oh man, did they not need to do that. Long, who had bluffed the steal twice on the first 2 pitches, bluffs again on a check swing. They appeal. He did not go, and Carson Payne's up 2-1. Griesbaum still out of the stretch, first base side of the mound. And that one's grounded hard and through for a base hit. Holding at second will be Andrew Long. Carson Payne records his 14th hit on the season. And it's 2-1 and still nobody out in the Crown Point second.
15, Lucas Grimes.
Carson Payne, it's a good piece of hitting there, but as a hitter, internally might be a little bit frustrated because he lost his opportunity for an RBI with that hit. How about another hit? The third hit of the inning, it comes off the bat of the DH, Lucas Grimes, and they're full with no one away here in the bottom of the second inning. Triple walk, single.
Logan Johnston.
Logan Johnston will come up with the bases full. Johnston has driven in 6 this season. He is 9 for 35. Griesbaum will work out of the windup with the bases full. And fires one downstairs, and a good job by the catcher to keep it in front. And now we'll see our first mound visit of the day. Shortstop comes in as well. Golden opportunity here for Logan Johnston, the first baseman. One of those aforementioned two-way guys we talked about was the starting pitcher earlier this week. Threw a complete game on Tuesday night. Here comes a 1-0. Popped up out of play, right side. Long on third, Payne on second, Grimes on first. Griesbaum in a sticky situation with the game already tied. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2. Good pitch on the outside corner with that curveball. Big pitch here early. Called strike 3. A breaking ball that just snuck its way into the strike zone, and it's a big first out for Aiden Griesbaum.
The center fielder, number 3, Brody Langens.
So now here's Brody Langens, the center fielder. Trying to flip the lineup card over. And he takes ball 1. Langens tied for the team lead in doubles this season with 5. And the junior takes that one off the turf. It's 2-0. Crown Point trying to break through and take the lead here in the bottom of the second. And Langens will pop this one up. Infield fly rule if it stays fair as the pitcher, Kriesbaum, sprints off the mound to make the catch for out number 2. Nathan Sheets will come on up representing the top of the order.
The second baseman, number 2, Nathan Sheets.
Bases still full. Kriesbaum once again back out of the windup. Sheets flew out to right field as the first batter for Crown Point today. And he takes strike 1. Breaking ball outer third. Kicking the 0-1. On the ground, Bowen at short throws on the run in time. And that will end the inning. If you're Hanover Central, you'll take that. You limit the damage to 1. Crown Point leaves them loaded, but they score. We're all knotted up at 1 after 2. This is Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Looking to score great deals on sports and fitness gear? Shop local at Play It Again Sports Maryville. We have new and quality used equipment for baseball, softball, golf, hockey, fitness, and more. Plus, turn your old gear into cash on the spot or create your own discount with store credit for even better deals. Whether you're training, competing, or just getting started, your locally owned Play It Again Sports keeps you in the game.
From the printer tray to the field, Pulse Technology keeps us moving. For more information about the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, visit Pulse Technology on the web at pulsetechnology.com. And we got a brand new ball game. Top of the third inning, it's 1-1 between Crown Point and Hanover Central. And this Friday night non-conference tilt.
The right fielder, number 11. Gavin
Hennison, the right fielder, followed by the top of the order for the visitors. Who scored first on a solo home run. Crown Point responded with the run in the bottom of the second in an albeit unconventional way. You had a leadoff triple from Connor Gaines. Andrew Long then worked a walk. And with runners on first and third, Aiden Kriesbaum, the pitcher, on a pickoff attempt to first base, threw it away, allowing Gaines to score easily. Crown Point would later loaded him up, but leave him loaded as Kriesbaum retired the last 3 hitters he faced in order to get out of the jam. Here comes the 1-1 from Zeronius. It's tapped weakly up along the third base line and will be touched foul by Long. Zeronius, much better job settling in the second. Recorded the first 2 away before a 2-out single, but quickly induced an inning-ending groundout at second. Now the windup here comes as 1-2. Breaking ball just missed inside. Gaines with a good frame as well, too, trying to sell it. Just couldn't get the call there. That one's lined to short, but it's caught by Matusek. He caught it on the fly, according to our home plate umpire, and there's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 10, Dylan Bowen.
Dylan Bowen will step up, flew out to center in the first as the game's first out. Right on right here, and the pitch. Breaking ball missed down and away. 1-1. Great crowd on hand. Strong traveling support section from Hanover Central making the trip over as well, as the count quickly moves to a ball and 2 strikes following that curveball from Zeronius. That 12-6 break, and it's been really dominant on his arm side. He goes fastball there, and the batter fouls it off himself. Owen, the senior infielder, hitting .429 on the season. Has the best OPS on the team. 13-14 OPS this season. Here's a 1-2. Hits that one hard on the ground as short. Matusek gobbles it up, and there's 2 away. Round Point playing some strong defense early behind Namoki. Zeronius. Which includes that inning-ending double play ball in the first. There's that curveball we were talking about at strike 1. Kriesbaum with the long solo home run against him in the top of the first. Hanging breaking ball, roped down the left field line, and it will bounce its way into the corner. Kriesbaum will cruise his way to second with a 2-out double, and the throw gets away, but not nearly enough. Nice job by Johnston to back up the play. And the inning will continue with Paulie Hobbs.
Left fielder, number 30, Paulie Hobbs.
Seventh double on the year for Kriesbaum. Most of any Hanover Central hitter after his second home run on the year. Hobbs singled in the first inning, and he takes strike 1. Some fans disagreeing with the call. Zeronius working out of the stretch, center of the rubber, and the pitch. Fouled back, it's 0-2. Rico Zeronius trying to leave the 2-out base runner in scoring position. Stares at him, sheets creeping, and the pitch. Blooped into shallow center field. Langen's charging in, and he makes the catch on the run to retire the side. They leave Kriesbaum on second after that 2-out double. 2.5 gone by. We're knotted up at 1. This is baseball night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Located in the heart of downtown Indianapolis, the newly renovated Hampton Inn is within walking distance to over 30 restaurants and attractions, including Lucas Oilfield and Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Hampton Inn has much to offer, including a hot breakfast, high-speed internet access in every room, as well as a fitness center. Why wait? Make your reservations today. Call 317-261-1200 or make them on the web at hamptonin3.hilton.com. Hampton Inn, Indianapolis, downtown.
Looking to buy or sell in Northwest Indiana? Trust the Nicola Group, one of the region's top real estate teams, delivering a smooth, client-first experience every step of the way. The Nicola Group, the trusted Northwest Indiana real estate team. Well, after 2.5 innings, we are tied up at 1, and here come the big bats of Crown Point. Matusek Dunlap gains to lead it off against Aiden Kriesbaum, who weaseled his way out of a bases-loaded jam to keep the game tied at 1.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, the shortstop, number 7, Caden Matusek.
Caden Matusek, who struck out swinging in the first inning, steps up for his second go-around. A senior shortstop who has been busy on defense so far. Through 3 innings on the grass, he takes ball 1. He's got 2 putouts and 2 assists already. Bounced in there, 2-0. He sparked an inning double play in the first where he caught a line drive and then doubled off the runner at first base. Caught another line drive in the third and fielded a ground ball and fired it over to first in the third as well. The 2-0 was swung on and missed. Griesbaum took something off of it. Kick in. Here comes the 2-1. Call on a miss. Change up down. And the count evens out. Griesbaum doing a strong job so far against the top of the order hitters. A combined 0 for 4. As the end of the bottom of the third. That one's off the end of the bat and it rolls up the middle and through for a base hit. That's great 2-strike hitting there from Caden. Got fooled by a breaking ball down and away, but stayed with it and put the ball in play and is rewarded with a leadoff single. So now here comes Sean Dunlap. Flew out to center field to end the first inning. It was a great sliding catch made by Resney. On a sinking line drive. That ball's in the turf. It kicks away, and taking second is Matusek. So now this is where so many pitchers throughout the region have struggled at points this year, which is facing Sean Dunlap with a runner in scoring position. He has driven in 29 runs already through 19 games. Now the stretch. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Dunlap drives one deep down the left field line, but it is a foul ball. A mammoth swing that probably finished 15 feet foul, but had home run distance nonetheless. Let's see if he can straighten it out here. He can as he lines one into left. Coming in was Hobbs, and he overruns the baseball. It goes by him and lands against the wall. It's an RBI double for Sean Dunlap, and Crown Point leads for the first time today. He waited just a little bit longer on that hanging breaking ball, and Hobbs originally charged in thinking it was going to die. That ball just kept carrying, and he overran it.
The catcher, number 9, Connor Gaines.
It's the second extra base hit of the ballgame for Crown Point. And for Sean Dunlap, it's RBI number 30 on the season. Connor Gaines will bat here with runner in scoring position and still no one out. First 2 have reached for CP. That's a curveball. Good block there from Caduti. Dunlap leads off second, no one directly holding him on. Now they run the pick play behind him, and he's safe at second. Bowen creeped in behind him. Really close play. And let's give you another look at it here, and we'll let you make the call at home. One more time. That's a really close play. As a breaking ball, in the meantime, traps in for a strike, 1-1. That is certainly one where if there was instant replay, you're calling New York there for sure. 1-2. Gained to triple to lead off the second inning. Trying to stay alive now against Kreisbaum, who's now trying to minimize damage after the first two have reached here in the Crown Point third. Has his sign. Kemp sets at the belt. And the 1-2. In the air, foul territory right side. Twitty, the first baseman, backs up and makes the grab for out number one.
The third baseman, 13, Andrew Long.
A second pop out in foul territory in the last two innings for Crown Point, as Andrew Long will be the batter. Dunlap running on a pitch up and in, and it hit him. It grazed Andrew Long, so they'll send Dunlap back to second. But Long is aboard for a second consecutive inning. To your Crown Point, you might have mixed feelings there because Dunlap was pretty much at third base by the time the catcher secured the baseball and was getting ready to throw it down to third. But you'll also take the trade-off of having two runners on, too. So it's really a pick-your-poison type adventure here for Crown Point, as Carson Payne is announced. Singled in the second inning through a hole on the left side. First pitch, three-quarter swing. He went around too far for strike one. It was a firm breaking ball, and we'll see a first offensive conference of the game. Something you really only see at the high school and collegiate level. Even then, it's slowly becoming phased out at the college level as they're slowly trying to mimic the pro game. I don't know if you saw the recent report that came out a couple of days ago, but college baseball during one of the upcoming conference tournaments, the Southeastern Conference is adding in the ABS system. So in a fly ball, hit pretty well in the left center field. This one's carrying, and it is a base hit. Resny just missed it around third. Dunlap, the throw is not in time. It's an RBI single for Carson Payne. I think everyone in the ballpark assumed that ball was either going to be caught or potentially a home run with how much it was carrying. It got up into that jet stream. And our umpiring crew is going to get together here. Very intrigued to see what this conversation is about. And could also just be them discussing a possible substitution, because you would think it's not a substitution, so I'm very intrigued to see what that conversation was about. Lucas Grimes, the DH, who singled and just an inning ago, steps up. And he takes the first pitch and bloops it down the right field line. This is falling quickly. It's a fair ball. Coming around third is Andrew Long. They will hold Payne at third base. It's an RBI double for Lucas Grimes. And it's 4-1 Crown Point.
The first baseman, 22, Logan Johnston.
So far for Crown Point here in the third inning, single, RBI double, pop out, hit by a pitch, RBI single, RBI double. Logan Johnston, who struck out looking, fouls the first pitch back. You will take that all day if you're Crown Point. A productive inning. An opportunity to break it open really here in the bottom of the third. Two runners both in scoring position. The infield plays in for Hanover Central. Strike two. Fastball outside corner. Payne off third. Grimes off second base with his second double of the year and his third RBI. Kick in the 0-2. Johnson grounds this one. Bobbled by Alexander. He'll come to the plate. The throw not in time, and it kicks away from the catcher. Coming in is Grimes, and he's safe there too. Two-run score on a ground ball hit to the second baseman, Zach Alexander, and it's 6-1. And this might be it for Aiden Kriesbaum. We will see. At the very least, it's a much-needed pep talk to try to reset and keep looking into the dugout, waiting the status of someone who possibly could be getting ready to warm up and come in. And we will wait here just a moment, and it appears they are sending a pitcher down to the bullpen. That is Flores, the senior, who's going down there to warm up right now. So just a traditional meeting of the minds on the mound. So two-run score, what we assume is going to be ruled an RBI fielder's choice from Johnston.
The center fielder, number 3, Brody Langen.
With an error on top of that, allowing Grimes to score. Johnston runs on the first pitch. That's pop foul and above our press box here at Crown Point. So far for Crown Point, 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Hanover Central, 1 run on 4 hits. They've committed 2 errors defensively. Yes, I said the thing. They check, and Johnston's back in there for the dive. Oh, and 2. Buddy of mine teaches middle school, and I asked him, I said, do you know the origin of it? Because he would be most likely to know the origin of that motion, and he does not. He has no idea. 0-2. Popped up down the right field line. This is trouble again, and it is a foul ball. Hennessy did a nice job tracking it down, but just ran out of steam. Unfortunately for him and Hanover Central, it falls into foul territory. Langen's trying to do a job. Top of the order on deck. And time is called. Langen's popped out to the pitcher in the second inning. Kick in the 0-2. It's fouled straight back. Zach Miller, our producer, stretched out for it. He was ready for it. He says he's always ready. I don't know how much you're able to pick up with that. I hope you're able to pick up all of that. Here comes an 0-2. That one is drilled in the air, deep left center field. Hobbs and Resny coming together. It's Resny, the center fielder, who tracks it down on the warning track for out number 2. Man, Langen's got a good piece of that one. But it's a loud second out.
The second baseman, number 2, Nathan Sheets.
Here comes Nathan Sheets, who's 0 for 2 and becomes the 9th Crown Point Bulldog to step up to home plate here in the third inning. Now the stretch to the pitch from Kriesbaum. Missed down and away. Flores beginning to quickly warm up down in the right field bullpen for Hanover Central. Yes, here comes a 1-0. Runner on the move. Pitch is swung on and missed. Johnston easily takes second base. Hanover Central, I believe, is claiming the ball was tipped. Neither umpire says so. So the count is 1-1 with the runner in scoring position again here for the Bulldogs. Nice job there behind the plate, knocking it down. Keeps Johnston on second base. 5 runs already across here for Crown Point in the third, looking for at least one more. Bounced in there, up along the third base line, and Logan Johnston takes third. So now Kriesbaum will work out of the windup here with the 3-1. In the air, center field, Resney sprinting back. He twists and he turns and he makes a great catch at the warning track. That's now 2 phenomenal plays out in center field with 2 outs from Hanover Central's Jeffrey Resney. After 3, though, Crown Point has taken the lead. They're up 6-1. This is baseball night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
On-Site Generator Solutions is a locally owned and operated power partner for Northwest Indiana homes. With over 14 years of experience, they handle tasks such as generators, residential electric, plumbing, automotive care, and more. You can find them on Facebook. Give them a call at 219-516-6800 or search them up on the web at onsitegeneratorsolutions.com. On-Site Generator Solutions. Power you could count on every time, everywhere.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Well, now it's a tall task for Hanover Central, chasing 5 against Crown Point, who put up 5 runs on 4 hits, benefited from 1 error, however, it was a throwing error, and saw all 9 Bulldogs come to bat in the third. It'll be 4-5-6 here for the Hanover Central Wildcats. And it starts with strike 1 from Zeronius. 3 innings, just the 1 run allowed off 4 hits. That being the solo home run from Kriesbaum, the starting pitcher for the visitors tonight. And right now, Hanover Central just trying to bounce back. They came in tonight on a 3-game losing streak, which is the most consecutive losses they've suffered this season. As that one's pieced down the left field line, that's a fair ball, and he'll hug the chalk and roll into the corner. Twitty takes the turn for second, and he dives in safely with a leadoff double. The 3rd extra base hit of the game for Hanover Central. At the very least, even if this game doesn't go their way, you got to be proud of the offensive strides they are making. During this 3-game losing streak that Hanover Central is on, they have yet to score a run. Shut out 3 different times. A stretch where they're just not swinging it well, at least coming into this one tonight. Where in this span, they've been outscored 13-0. 0-1 is rocketed back up the middle and finds a patch of grass for a base hit. They will hold the runner at third. They're on the corners. Prior to the first inning home run, the last run scored in a game for Hanover Central came back on April the 28th in a game against Lowell, which was a 5-1 victory for the Wildcats. First conference and meeting of the minds today for Crown Point after the Resney single. He's had a great game today. A couple of really nice catches out there in the outfield and center. And his first hit of the game. First two have reached here in the fourth inning as Hanover Central trying to spark a rally. And this seems to be simply just talking strategy. No one warming up in the Crown Point bullpen right now. That could quickly change, though, here based on the situation. Ryan Garcia will be the batter as the conference concludes. Garcia hitting .273 on the year in his sophomore season. Patch from the left side in an open stance. Zeronius out of the stretch, the pitch. Fastball missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Double and a single to start her off here for Hanover Central in the fourth innings. That one's tapped weakly up along the third base line. Heads up play from Gaines as he lets it bounce foul. Those weak tappers are always so dangerous, especially with a left-handed hit at the plate. They naturally have a slight base running advantage running to first base because of, frankly, what batter's box they're hitting in. Saves them about a step or two. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball misses by the back foot, and the hitter's at the advantage. Resney not running yet. He was in motion on the first pitch. He has stolen 3 bases and is a perfect 3 for 3 on stolen base attempts this season. They're mindful of that. As he expands his lead off first as the 2-1 misses high. Snap throw back to first. And Resney dives in safely. High for ball 4, and they're loaded with no one out here to start the top of the fourth inning. And that will be all for Zeronius. Does not record it out here in the top of the fourth inning. And we have our first pitching change of the evening. 6-1 the score, but Hanover Central has them loaded. You're watching Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Have you heard? Stratford-Mantell was voted Best of the Region 2025 in several categories, including Best Caterer, Deli, Flower Shop, Food and Grocery Delivery, Fried Chicken, Place to Buy Produce, Place to Buy Seafood, Loyalty Program, and Grocery Store. We're proud to be recognized by our community, and we're committed to continuing to deliver the variety, value, and convenience you deserve. See for yourself what it means to be the best when you shop at Stratford-Mantell.
Welcome back. We've got a pitching change, which means it's time to once again turn to the Edinburgh Exteriors Home Improvement Hurler for today, presented by Edinburgh Exteriors. And into the ball game to pitch here for Crown Point. That'll be the 6'5" junior right-hander Nolan Newell. 3-0 with a 3.96 earned run average in what is his 6th appearance of the season tonight. And Edinburgh Exteriors, your all-in-one roofing specialist. Visit ebergexteriors.com for a quote. Caduti will be the first batter he'll face, and he induces a bases-loaded situation, so Zeronius' line is not complete yet. First pitch, a fastball taken high. The fourth inning began with a leadoff double, followed by a single and then a very quick walk to Ryan Garcia. The only walk issued by Zeronius, but that was enough for Crown Point to make the call to the bullpen. 2-0, and there's nowhere to put Caduti. Tipped into the mitt for strike one. It's a big one. He enters this game batting under 100. Just 3 hits on the year, and he cuts and misses. And the count is 2-2 as a fastball. Despite the batting average, he has driven in 6 runs. He doesn't have a hit in this game. Newell, first base side of the mound. Working out of the stretch with the bases full. Shakes and shakes again. Finally in agreement with Gaines. Here comes the 2-2. Strike 3 called. He goes breaking ball on the inside corner, and he freezes the hitter for a big first out.
Second baseman, number 3, Zach Alexander.
You can clearly tell the hitter was sitting fastball there, and he breaks out a nasty inside corner breaking ball. And Zach Alexander will hit, grounded out to second to end the second inning. First pitch. Misses high. Another fastball there. Newell, 17 2/3 innings of work coming into this appearance tonight. We allowed 10 runs in those outings. There's a hard hit ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Twitty scores. Resnick gets stopped at third. It's an RBI single for Zach Alexander, and it's a 6-2 game. Alexander comes through with his 13th ribby on the season. And the bases remain full with one away for Gavin Hennison. That run is charged to Zeronius, by the way. Hennison lined out to shortstop. That one kicks away. Resnick got caught in no man's land and chooses the safe route of diving back into third. Just about to say, with Newell 18 strikeouts to 14 walks. He does have one wild pitch on this season. Nearly had a second one there. That's a good fastball. Paints the outer third to even it out. Hennison, a .278 hitter on the year. He has just driven in only 3 runs. As he fans there, it's 1-2. Resnick on third, Garcia on second, Alexander on first. Still only one gone in the top of the fourth. Crown Point still leading 6-2 as that one is in the dirt. They appeal, no swing, 2-2. Appeal coming a little bit late there too. And the hitter is probably thinking, oh man, after that long, please don't say I swung. And all of a sudden the count runs full with nowhere to put Hennison. The Hanover Central fans that made the trip starting to really get back into it now in a big spot here. Top of the order on deck. 3-2, here it comes. Ball 4, and it's 6-3.
The shortstop, number 10, Dylan Bowen.
Dylan Bowen, who has home run power, 4 of them on the year. 0 for 2 in this game. And he takes the first pitch downstairs. If you are Hanover Central, this is a cliche but a very real scenario, which is you are now taking until you see a strike again here from Nolan Newell. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. That one never really stood a chance. This has the opportunity, and it already is really interesting, but it can get even more interesting really fast. 2-0. Bounced in there. Nolan Newell having trouble finding the strike zone here. And all of a sudden, he's in threat of putting the game's tying run into scoring position. The go-ahead run's already at the plate right now. 3-0. Strike one on an outside corner fastball. Out of the stretch, Newell delivers. A swing and a pop-up infield fly rule is in effect as Matusek flails the arms and collects it for out number 2. A massive second out, and now here comes Aiden Kriesbaum,
16, Aiden Kriesbaum,
who is 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Garcia on third, Alexander on second, Hennison on first. As they chase 3 runs, Kriesbaum takes ball 1. Long hold on the 1-0. Outside corner fastball, strike one called. Third time through the order now officially following the Bowen AB. So that one is taken downstairs. It's 2-1. Kriesbaum, as we talked about it, obviously we already saw the home run from him today. Was his 25th RBI of the season. So you have a few more in him. He cuts and misses at a 2-1 breaking ball. And all of a sudden now, it's a 2-2 count with 2 away. Crown Point fans trying to get back into it here. A strikeout or a big out here. You go a long way momentum-wise. Here comes the 2-2. It's laid off well. Kriesbaum sawed it through. And now full count, bases loaded, 2 out. Every hitter's dream scenario. And we're still only in the 4th inning. Newell has his sign. Righty set and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The tag is applied by Gaines, and that'll end the inning. Nolan Newell helps escape a bases loaded jam, but Hanover Central does get a couple back. It's 6-3 to the last of the 4th we go. This is Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Welcome back. We have another pitching change on our hands here at Crown Point High School, which means once again it's time for a new Enningenberg Exteriors home improvement hurler. For the visitors from Hanover Central, they will turn to the righty Ian Flores, who is 2-0 on the year through allowing 8 earned runs and 21 hits and an ERA of 2.71. He replaces Aiden Kriesbaum, who allowed 6 runs. Only 4 of those was earned on 7 hits with just 2 strikeouts. As Kaden Matusek, who led off the last inning, leads off this one with a high fly ball into left center field. This ball's carrying well, and it is carrying off the base of the wall. Matusek's second hit of the game is a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
The right fielder, 23, Sean Dunlap.
So here is Kriesbaum's final line. 3 innings, 6 runs, 4 earned. 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, a hit by pitch, and a wild pitch. If this result holds, he'll be in line for the loss. Here's Sean Dunlap. RBI double his last time up. A swing and a miss for strike 1. And safe at third base is Matusek. And there's some of the Hanover Central fans are confused. There was a foul tip caught by the catcher. If the catcher had dropped the ball, then yes, it is a foul ball. And they would have to send the runner back. But because the catcher caught it, it's just as good as a strike. Unfortunately for the Hanover Central fans, it's not how baseball works. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball outside corner, misses 1-1. Yeah, welcome to Class with Cabin, everybody. Fun fact about me that you didn't ask for. I used to be a baseball umpire when I was in high school. It was my summer job. That's a foul ball, and the count moves to 1-2.
And once again, we ask you to please return all foul balls. Thank you.
Dunlap, 1 for 2 on the day. The RBI double just an inning ago. He's got the runner on third. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A high fastball for out number 1.
The catcher, number 9, Connor Gaines.
Gaines will bat. Tripled in the second, popped out in the third against Flores. Senior infielder pitching combo. Hard hit ground ball. They hold up the runner as the play is made by Zach Alexander at second base for out number 2. By the way, Kriesbaum remains in. He is now playing third base. So we will see. Don't believe, from my vantage point back here, that Ryan Garcia is still in this ball game. Obviously, with no DH, the pitcher will have to hit for himself unless they obviously like to use a pinch hitter. That one's fouled, and it's 1-1 to Long, who has reached twice, a walk and a hit by pitch. He has scored 1 time. 6-3 our score, bottom 4. Flores working out of the stretch, the 1-1. in there for a strike. By the way, also, going back to the foul tip, here comes the 1-2, misses high. The number one sign that you'll tell any new baseball fan, and this is from experience of calling baseball games in another country, if you don't see the head coach or manager or whatever the position is called arguing, probably a sign that was the right call. That's a fair ball deep in the hole at third. Kriesbaum goes across, and he got him! Great play there by Aiden Kriesbaum at the hot corner. He's homered today. He got the star on the mound and now makes a highlight reel play to save a run for Hanover Central. We have played 4. It is 6-3 Crown Point. You're watching Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Sean Dunlap takes over behind the dish for Crown Point.
For the Wildcats, the left fielder, number 30, Paulie Hobbs.
As Newell remains in there. As here comes Paulie Hobbs, who takes ball 1. Gaines, who's normally the DH, was catching today. As that one's tapped right back to Newell in front of the mound. Takes his time, a low throw picked out there by Logan Johnston for out number 1. So a 1-3 put out. Twitty with the leadoff double last inning, later came around to score. And that breaking ball misses inside, ball 1. Overall, a 1-for-2 showing on the day. That one's just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Newell at the belt, working entirely out of the stretch. Induces a pop-up out of play on the right side, and it's a strike in this at-bat after he fell behind 2-0. Two balls and 1 strike to count. The stoppage is for the umpire to go collect a couple of new baseballs as well. And players and fans of both teams, just fun part of high school baseball is literally just throwing balls onto the field, trying to make sure the home plate umpire can get them all so we can avoid any more stoppages. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Here it comes. This is downstairs. Remember, Twitty, way back in the first inning, lined into that double play. The second part of the double play wasn't his fault, obviously, with the runner and Hobbs getting backpicked at first as he works a 5-pitch walk here with one away in the 5th. He's aboard for the second time in this one as Jeffrey Resney will step up. And I think we might be getting a pinch runner here for Twitty.
Fans, once again, we please ask you to please
and it'll be
return all foul balls. Thank you. The center fielder, number 6, Jeffrey Resney.
Resney now with the runner on first base. That one misses outside. Noel did have that command issue an inning ago where he came out of the bullpen. He walked a batter with the bases loaded on a run to come in and score. That's a fastball, clips the corner, 1-1. Hanover Central 5-5 in non-conference games this season, trying to get back above 500. And they need to do so in come-from-behind fashion. They scored the game's first run, an Aiden Kriesbaum solo home run. But since then have been outscored 6-2. And at one point, giving up 6 unanswered. Swing and a miss on a good breaking ball. It's 2-2. It's a fun Friday night battle between two teams who have been really good in their respective conferences. As that one is fouled down to the left field line. Both sides 8-2 in conference play. Both in second place in their respective leagues as well, too. And as we near the final weeks of the regular season before the state tournament begins, where obviously anything can happen. It's a winner-go-home tournament, which in baseball, those are the toughest tournaments to win. And here's a long hole in the 2-2. There's a ground ball right side. Sheets trying to turn it. He finds Matusik at second. On a first, it's not in time. Very close play at first base. You could easily see our infield umpire calling it either way. They do get the lead runner, which is in theory more important, and there's 2 down now for Ryan Garcia. Or check that, Ian Flores, as they pulled Garcia. There's ball 1. Flores, this is just his 17th plate appearance on the season. He is 4 for 12. 3 singles and a double. And he's driven in 3 runs as a hitter. Popped up left side. Should be playable for Andrew Long, and it is for out number 3. So they leave the base runner with 2 away. We have played 4.5. It's still 6-3. This is baseball night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Hey, stay with us after the game and we'll name the Proud to Be Union Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. Welcome back to Crown Point High School on a picture-perfect Friday night. We got about just under 25 minutes of daylight or so, give or take. Start to see some of those orange and purple and pink skies rolling in. Cam Later, Zach Miller, Paul Vela, Chris Ramirez, Rich Castillo, and Mike Dewan with you here on the Region Sports Network. As Carson Payne will lead it off in the Crown Point fifth inning. Bulldogs leading 6-3, doing the bulk of the damage in the bottom of the third inning where they put 5 runs on 4 hits. 9 guys came to the plate that frame. First pitch swinging, Payne to center. And Resney's there to handle the chance for out number 1. Flores back out there for his second inning of work. Entered with 20 2/3 innings of work in 8 appearances, 1 start. So appearance number 9 so far. After that double, off to a solid start. Resney on the run, and he makes another great sliding catch. His third of the game, and there's 2 away. Back-to-back F8s to begin the home fifth, and now Logan Johnston will bat.
The first baseman, 22, Logan Johnston.
Johnston drove in his 7th run of the season with his RBI fielder's choice in the third. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. It's 0-2. Flores working really quickly. Out of the lineup. Here comes 0-2. Missed tie. There's no pitch count in high school baseball, but he would be an awesome pitch count or pitch clock pitcher, rather. Here comes the 0-2. Cut on a miss, strike 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout, and it's the second 3-out inning of the game for Hanover Central on defense. We've played 5. Score holds at 6-3. This is baseball night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
Welcome back. Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, Go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park on select Saturdays for the Crown Point Farmers Market beginning May 23. Purchase wares from 70-plus vendors from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 26. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/farmers market. By the way, we have the rest of the Crown Point defensive changes for you that were made in the 5th inning. So Dunlap, who started the game in right, was behind the plate, moved in the 5th. And here are the other 2 changes they made. So they moved Carson Payne from left to right field, his usual defensive position. And Max Gurnick enters the game to play left field. the sophomore outfielder. Well, those changes being made in the 5th inning, so Gernick in for Connor Gaines. And the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike here to Caduti, the catcher. Newell still out there. And induces a pop-up out of play right side. Crown Point 8-1 against non-conference opposition this season. They've outscored their opposition coming into this one 94-31. So if you do some basic math based on tonight's results, here's a ground ball to third. Long goes across the diamond, and he gets him by a couple of steps. If you do some basic math, which I was a journalism major, so by trade, not great at math. They have outscored their non-conference opposition, if you include tonight now, 100-34. Otherworldly. Here's Alexander, who watches ball 1 outside on a fastball. RBI single in the 4th inning, where they loaded him up, had an opportunity to get more than the 2 runs they did, but a nice job by the current pitcher, Nolan Newell, out of the bullpen to get out of a jam. Here comes the 1-1. Golfed in a right center field. That will split the gap. It's a 1-out base hit for Zach Alexander, his 2nd hit of the ballgame. By the way, credit again to Brody Langens for doing a nice job cutting that ball off in the gap. And now here's Gavin Hennison, the right fielder, the bases-loaded walk, his last plate appearance. 0 for 1 on the day. He lined out to short in the 3rd. They'll check, and Alexander's back in there with a dive. Four for 4 on the year on the base pass is Alexander, should he go. That one's chopped left side and squeaks through past the diving Matusek. And the runners on 1st and 2nd as the lineup card flips over for Hanover Central. So a pair of 1-out singles from the 8-hitter Zach Alexander and 9-hitter Gavin Hennison brings up Dylan Bowen, who is 0 for 3, and just with the pure power he has in his bat, you feel like he's just due. Batting .429 on the season. 9 extra base hits, including 4 home runs. He is the game's tying run, and he takes ball 1 just inside. Sun beginning to set on this Friday night. The 2nd Friday in May. Strike 1 on a fastball. Fly out, ground out, pop out. Every out imaginable except for a strikeout. Newell working. Center of the rubber, out of the stretch. Deals downstairs, they got the runner leading, and they got him! Hennison backpicked at first off a great play from Sean Dunlap and Logan Johnston. It was a great play. The runner in Hennison also stumbled trying to dive back into the bag. And that one saved him. That scoots away from Dunlap, not nearly enough. And Alexander just saw the arm on display from Sean Dunlap and made the wise choice there. That's a huge out for Crown Point because now Bowen is no longer the game's tying run at home plate. Strike two. That's a good off-speed pitch. Here to be a curveball there from Newell. Count is full with now 2 away. Sets the belt and fires. A pop-up that just sneaks out of play. And will bounce out of the main concourse.
Again, ask you to please return all foul balls back to the field. Thank you.
Alexander off second, Bowen the batter. Newell looks in for a sign from Sean Dunlap on a 3-2 pitch with 2 away. Here it comes. Low for ball 4. And once again, here in the top of the 6th inning, the game's tying run will come to the plate for Hanover Central. And it's Aiden Kreisbaum, who has already homered and doubled in this one.
16, Aiden Kreisbaum.
His second homer of the season coming in the first inning. And RBI number 25, the team lead. There's strike one. A fastball whistles in there. Ooh, just a bit low. Kreisbaum is hitting .345 this season with runners in scoring position. Here's the one on second base in Alexander. 1-1 is taken away, and it gets away from Dunlap, and both runners will advance 90 feet. Pass ball charged to Dunlap here. Now sees 2 in scoring position. And now the infield will come together, at least pitcher, catcher, and pitching coach alike will. And while they do that at Region Sports, we'd like to remind you that we don't like downtime. Whether it's a championship drive or a game night print job, we trust Pulse Technology to keep our toner cartridge full and the process running smoothly. Pulse Technology, the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. You can start to feel the nervous energy from both sides here as we're in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Hanover Central, 4 outs to play with offensively. Crown Point tying run at the plate. It's the guy who's already homered in this game, too. And he's at a hitter's count as well. It's 2-1. Newell sets the belt and the pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit left field. Down the line it rolls. Scoring is Alexander. Bowen's right behind him. It's a 1-run game as Aiden Kreisbaum delivers again. He has driven in 3 of Hanover Central's 5 runs today. And just another laser off the bat as well. Tying run on first base for Hobbs, who was 1 for 3. Make him 1 for 4 as that one's caught at short by Matusek. And it will retire the side. But Hanover Central really in striking distance. It's a 1-run game. 6-5. Bottom 6 up next on Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4, ajobdoneright.com.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah! starts here.
Northwest Indiana is home, and no one knows it better than Alex Nicola. Born and raised in the region, he's built a top real estate team focused on putting clients first. Visit the Nicola Group on the web at thenicolagroup.com. Lay-ins followed by the top of the order for Crown Point, now clinging to a 1-run lead. Flores back out there for his third inning of relief work, and it starts off with a strike. Crown Point's hoping for at least one more insurance run. They are 3 outs away defensively from a win. Downstairs, and it's now a ball and a strike. Activity was brewing in the Hanover Central bullpen during the break. We'll see if that was just a couple of guys just trying to stay warm. 1-1 is strike 2 called on a fastball. Kick in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew it right by him. Flores has his third strikeout out of the bullpen, which includes 2 straight as the lineup card flips over for Crown Point. Here's Sheets with a really strong support group in the crowd. Is 0 for 3 on the day. They're just a little excited to see him for the 4th time. We talked about guys who feel like they're due. He's certainly one of them in this one, too. There's a strike. Bowen worked a walk in the at-bat, or the plate appearance, rather, that we were talking about him being due in. So that's it for Sheets here. 1-1. Missed time. Flores looks in, works out of the windup and the pitch. Missed away. It's 3 balls and a strike. Keep in mind here, Hanover Central will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the top of the 7th inning. Golfed foul, and the count runs full.
Fans, we once again ask you to please return all foul balls. Thank you.
3-2. Ball 4. And Sheets is aboard. Much to the chagrin of, I think, maybe one of the fans in attendance tonight.
The shortstop.
Yes, here comes Caden Matusek. He's put together quite a strong day. 2 for 3 with a single and a double, and he has scored a run as well, too. Big insurance run on first base for Crown Point. As the Bulldogs have double action going in their bullpen right now. Matusek swings and fouls the first pitch back. It's been a much better day for the powerful lineup of Crown Point. Mentioned they only had 2 extra base hits in their 2-game conference series against Chesterton earlier this week, which is unusual given that they're averaging about 4 extra base hits a game on the season. They had 59 entering the series. Multiple extra base hits today. Here comes the 0-1. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball, and Caduti had trouble getting out of his glove. And it eliminates your traditional inning-ending double play, and it puts that runner into scoring position with Matusek and then Dunlap looming. Here's a 1-1. Missed in. For the popular Nate Sheets, that's his 16th stolen base on the season. Leads Crown Point. 2-1, chopped right side. This will get the job done. Alexander goes the short way to get the sure out at first. And there's 2 away with the runner on third base, and up will step Sean Dunlap for the 4th time. Dunlap had the RBI double in the 3rd.
The catcher, 23, Sean.
Struck out swinging his last time up in inning number 4. And they are just going to put him on and intentionally walk him. Connor Gaines will re-enter to play, and it will hit here. Garnick, who did replace him defensively in the left.
Number 9, Connor Gaines.
Gaines 1 for 3 at the plate with a triple and a run scored. And he takes the first pitch fastball for strike one. Keep your eye on Dunlap, by the way, at first base. They have him caught between first and second. Dunlap goes. He is out just before the run is able to score, and that will end the inning. Nice job by Flores, Twitty, and Bowen to connect to end the inning. It's a one-run game as we go to the 7th. This is Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Looking to score great deals on sports and fitness gear? Shop local at Play It Again Sports Maryville. We have new and quality used equipment for baseball, softball, golf, hockey, fitness, and more. Plus, turn your old gear into cash on the spot or create your own discount with store credit for even better deals. Whether you're training, competing, or just getting started, your locally owned Play It Again Sports keeps you in the game.
Mayor Pete Lane and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, Go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park on select Saturdays for the Crown Point Farmers Market beginning May 23. Purchase wares from 70-plus vendors from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 26. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/farmersmarket. So Twitty, Resny, Flores will bat here for Hanover Central. Garnick stays in to play left field. Newell still out there on the bump for Crown Point. Twitty, 1 for 2 rather, beg your pardon, with a walk. He's reached twice. As there's a giant group of fans getting really rowdy out there in left center field. They're joining on the viral phenomena that was the shirtless student section you'd see during the college football and basketball season. As Twitty takes strike one. 1-1 now. I will say, during that trend, Miami of Ohio, the D1 school in Oxford, did it best during the March Madness run, where in the first 4 game when they're playing in their backyard pretty much in Dayton, where they had the swim team come out, and the swim team decided to sit behind the SMU basket in the second half and wear their full uniforms, which, if you're unfamiliar, are Speedos and swim caps. How they're able to bring those into an NCAA March Madness arena beats me, but it was really cool. 2-1 is strike 2 called on a fastball. And it worked, too. Crowd riled up for a 2-2 from Newell. It's popped up into shallow right. Sheets goes out there, and he lays claim to it for out number 1. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports, as we are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. Resny who is 1 for 3 on the day, has reached on a single and a fielder's choice, steps up and takes ball 1. Keep in mind, every hitter who comes up here is the tying run for Hanover Central. Lifted the other way, down the line, and foul to even it out. Newell entered with the bases loaded and no one out in the top of the 4th inning. And he has allowed 2 runs on his own accord. And did a nice job minimizing the damage, now trying to finish the deal. As the count is 2-1. He would be in line for a save here, by the way, because he would record more than the final 9 outs of the game. That's fouled off to the left, and now the count is 2-2. It would be Newell's first save as well on the season. The 2-2. Inside breaking ball nearly clipped him. Tried the back foot breaking ball. And now it's 3-2. Tying run at the plate. Strike 3, swinging. Newell breaks out a changeup. And now Crown Point's an out away from the really quality non-conference win here on this Friday night.
The pitcher, 21, Ian Flores.
And it'll be a pitcher-on-pitcher battle here as Crown Point searches for the 21st out of the game. First pitch. Misses away. Flores batted for the first time in the 5th inning. He popped out to third in foul ground. He entered in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he drives this one in the air to left field. Should be playable. Garnick back on it. He's got a beat. He has it. And that'll do it. Crown Point ekes out a 6-5 victory over Hanover Central in a quality non-conference high school baseball game. The final score again, Crown Point 6, Hanover Central 5. As the Bulldogs improve to 9-1 in non-conference play this season. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some post-game hardware to hand out. You're watching Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4, ajobdoneright.com.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Have you heard? Strachan-Manteau was voted Best of the Region 2025 in several categories, including Best Caterer, Deli, Flower Shop, Food and Grocery Delivery, Fried Chicken, Place to Buy Produce, Place to Buy Seafood, Loyalty Program, and Grocery Store. We're proud to be recognized by our community, and we're committed to continuing to deliver the variety, value, and convenience you deserve. See for yourself what it means to be the best when you shop at Strachan-Manteau.
Welcome back after a really fun ball game. 6-5, the final score in favor of Crown Point. However, Hanover Central out-hit Crown Point 10-8. However, two big errors on defense really hurt Hanover Central tonight in a really fun ball game with a great crowd on hand. The grandstand was nearly full, and there was also some college and pro scouts in attendance. Time to name the Crowd Companies Lanterman Superhero of the game. Crowd Companies, the insurance professionals. And our Crowd Companies Lanterman Superhero of the game tonight was Lucas Grimes from Crown Point tonight. He had a great game. He went 2 for 3 as the designated hitter, including a massive RBI double in the bottom of the third inning, helping out that 5-run on 4-hit inning where 9 batters came to the plate for the Bulldogs in what ended up being the difference-making ball game for them, because they scored all 5 of their go-ahead runs coming in that third inning. They tied it up in the bottom of the second. 5-run third inning, and they would hold on that lead for the remainder of the game. It's time to name the blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about the apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And the blue-collar player of the game tonight was Hanover Central's Aiden Kriesbaum, who had a really phenomenal game at the plate. He did pitch as well. He was the starting pitcher. Not his best day on the mound. 3 innings, allowing 4 earned runs on 7 hits, striking out just 2. And he does get the loss today. We'll give you your final line tallies in a moment. But at the plate, superb. 3 for 4 day. He was a triple shy of the cycle. He had a solo home run in the first inning to get the scoring started, a double in the third inning, and then a 2 RBI single in the top of the 6th inning to make it a 1-run game. And all of a sudden, Hanover Central had all this momentum in the final couple innings, in part of because of what Kriesbaum was able to do at the plate. He also had a couple of great plays after shifting over to third base following being removed from the game as the pitcher. And Kriesbaum is our blue-collar player of the game. Last but not least, it's time to name the Proud to Be Union Player of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a Union Ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com, and we'll take you back to the bottom of the third inning. Sean Dunlap, the star MLB prospect, hit a RBI double down the left field line and into the corner. It rolled. And that double of his was at the time the go-ahead double. It was a 1-1 game when he came up. He lashed the ball down the left field line. It rolled into the corner and allowed Caden Matusek to score from first base At the time, it made it a 2-run game. Crown Point would eventually add 4 more runs that inning to take that 6-1 lead, a lead that would hold until the game's 21st out. That was tonight's Ironworkers 395 play of the game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395, Union Strong. Well, a fun game here tonight. A non-conference tilt. Crown Point improves to 9-1 in non-conference competition, while Hanover Central drops just to a game below 500 at 5-6. Your final line tallies for tonight's game. The Hanover Central Wildcats, 5 runs on 10 hits. They committed 2 errors. They leave 7 on base. For the Crown Point Bulldogs, who are victorious tonight, 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors, 6 left on base. The win goes to Nomikos Zoronius. He improves to 2-1. Aiden Kriesbaum gets the loss. He's 0-1. And even though Nolan Newell came up in a spot that wasn't a safe situation, because he recorded the final 9 outs or more, Newell gets credited for a save, his first on the season. The time of game was 1 hour and 52 minutes. Crown Point improves to 17-3 overall. Hanover Central falls to 13-8 overall. That's going to do it for us, for our entire crew at Region Sports Network. Chris Ramirez, our executive producer, operations manager Rich Castillo, and our sports director Mike Dewan. Special thanks to the coaches of each side, Nick Sampagano of Hanover Central and Steve Strayer of Crown Point, to the ADs of their respective schools. That's Bill Derula at Crown Point. And for Hanover Central, Ryan Bridges, the AD there. And a special thanks to the viewers like you at home at the IHSAA Champions Network, regionsports.com, YouTube/Region Sports, and Facebook/Region Sports Nation. Special thanks to our on-site crew today, our camera operator, Paul Vela, who did a great job, and our producer, Zach Miller, 2 I's, 2 L's. And hey, congratulations on graduating as well. Very excited for you. Really cool stuff. He graduates tomorrow, everyone. This is Captain Malater saying so long from Crown Point High School. You've been watching this presentation of Baseball Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.